What's happening, fans? Paul Shakuri here, and I actually want to bring you an In the Car moment. And today I'm going to talk about overnight success. And before I do, I want to share a wicked cool shirt my kids made me. As before I was heading up the gym, I thought to myself, hey kids, since the front of my shirt is white, why don't you go ahead and just write on it? And I don't care. I'm working on getting stronger at the point where not giving a shit about what the people around me think. And as such, I said, go ahead, write on my shirt. I'm going to go crush it at the gym. And it's a win-win situation. But let's jump in and dive into overnight success. You see, I cannot teach you how to become successful overnight. I just can't. Because for me personally, I don't believe in overnight success. I know the majority of us, the mass majority of us, want to get successful overnight, but the reality is, and including myself, I didn't become successful overnight. I didn't build a multi-six-figure business, couple multi-six-figure businesses overnight. And I started thinking to myself while driving to the gym here, how can I turn this into an educational video for my audience, for my viewers? And by the way, if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, I'm going to be giving a lot of my nuggets on success, personal development, and it's in your best of interest and mine for us both to stay subscribed. So make sure you slam that subscribe button. Okay, having said that, I want to talk about this. If you want to become successful in your finances, in the gym, in whatever it is you're fighting to accomplish, you're going to have to understand it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a strategy. It's going to take a plan. How do you become successful? How do you get what it is you want in life? Well, first of all, it starts off with thinking about what it is you want to create. What is it you want to be successful at? There could be multiple things, but the problem is, the majority of people, they have it in the back of their head. They want to create a business. They want to get the body of their life. They want to get in the best shape of their life, but they don't consistently work at it, and they don't have a plan. They don't have a vision. They don't know what it is they're working towards. For me, I knew financially and as well in my health, I wanted to be very successful. So health is not just going to the gym for me. It's eating healthy, eating clean. I'm talking raw vegan diet at times, not all the time, but a raw vegan diet when I feel and sense my body is kind of what do you call it? Not necessarily bloated, but when I feel like my whole body is groggy, I don't feel well, I kick back and I'll actually start increasing the amount of veggies, the amount of shakes I have, and I'll make sure I eat very clean. I don't drink alcohol. I'll do it once every, God knows, year, 6 months on a social occasion, on a business trip. I may do it, but I don't do it every single day. Health, got that in line. Consistency. When I feel this, I understand this is what I have to do, and I make sure I do it. You see, if you want to become financially successful, each of us all have something that we're good at and worthwhile putting a business together with. For me, it's efficiency. I've been in the security industry for a really long period of time. So I have a business partner who's a wonderful programmer who happens to be pretty much like family, which, well, is family. And I knew together we can build something. So this took us 9 years to put together. But I had a vision in the back of my head 9 years ago. And now it didn't take us 9 years to start making money. It took us 9 years to make it successful, to say, hence I made it, as you guys see on my Facebook posts. I made it, hashtag. It took us 9 years to say we actually made it, where we have now hundreds of people using our software on autopilot, and it generates revenue, like a ton of revenue. I shouldn't just say revenue, a multi-six-figure income. So how did we get that? Guys, we did not get it overnight. I don't know how to teach overnight success. I'm not that guy. The only overnight success that I possibly know of, which I've attempted at as of recent even, is the lottery. And to me, hitting the lottery is more than likely not going to happen, but it could. So that's the only, I can't teach it. It's simple. You go buy your tickets, and if you have enough income coming in, you could buy more tickets, and good for you. But don't rely on that, okay? Those are bonuses. You have to work towards something, and you got to work every freaking day. You got to be willing to put the grind in, the time. But yeah, put the grind in, put the time. It has to be aligned with something you actually care about working towards. For me, I have to say it again, folks. Efficiency, working efficiently. We have another software that's coming out, Fulfill Quick, which you will hear about. It's for anybody who owns a blog. that has multiple team members, whether, or not just a blog, but I'll just give the general idea. It's fulfilling projects with one click. You see, for me, when I blog, I need somebody to create my blog post. I need somebody as well to edit my writing. I need somebody to put it on the blog itself. There's multiple things I need when I do podcasts. I need somebody to edit the audio. Well, I set up all these different types of users, and whenever I want to use that funnel, I literally just drag and drop it. I create the funnel one time, create the project, everybody gets it in line. I could choose, first of all, the first person who's supposed to get the work after I submit it is the content writer. After the content writer is done and they mark theirs as done, I get a notification. And the next person would be the graphics designer, for example. You can create that. That's just, again, inside my head, something that I needed. I could not find the solution for. I fulfilled a solution, and now that's taking off and that's generating revenue. But again, these things happen because I have a clear mind to work in. I didn't start off having a bunch of money to just, throw forward. I made a bunch of money selling door to door. That's my whole, and again, I train and teach door to door sales reps. That's another thing. I made a lot of money in the door to door sales field, only for it to dry up eventually, and honestly to have a very bad situation where I lost almost everything. But because I was able to save up enough money and not spend it wildly like the other people who are making great money at the company we were working for, I was able to host that money in an account where I can now, for the next 6 months to 1 year alone, trust in my softwares and stuff that I was building to continue to work on what it is I needed to get done with the right, again, relationship with people who I already knew that I personally treated well when I was making great money. There's another little nugget for you. Treat people well, because eventually, believe it or not, we all need each other. And that person who's a go-to, if times are great and you're making a bunch of money and things are going well, your health is great, don't think that you don't need to start helping other people out, or, you're on top of the world, nobody else matters. Because if you ever get in a downturn, this is not the only reason, of course, it's just good business or good practice to do this, but if you ever get in a downturn, you could tap back in and people say, you know what, when this guy was at the top, he helped me. Now that he's in a down, I know so many people, millionaires, multi-millionaires, who literally were at the top, then came to me or even my friends and said, hey, I need a job, I lost everything. You see, stick and find and build like-minded people who you can gather and build an audience with, or a trusting relationship with, so that if you need each other, you're there for each other. And that's my little tidbit right now on how to become successful without the overnight thing. It's going to take you typically within 3 years, you should start seeing an actual really good result. That scares you? That's your problem. Believe me, 3 years goes by fast. And just because I say 3 years, that keep in mind, I know people who became successful in 6 months. A buddy of mine just crossed $1 million in profit within 6 months doing solar sales in the United States, his own solar company, and which now he wants me to be a part of as well. And we're looking at partnership on that. Folks, I swear on everything, if you can find within yourself something that you can provide value, you have skill sets that you can give back, getting it out there is the easy part. And that's another skill you need to learn. Research, you'll find out how can you take what's in your mind and bring it to market. Start a blog up. You don't know how, freaking Google how to create a blog. There's a million things you can actually do. The problem is you have to be consistent with it. And I say problem, I should say the reason why most people don't succeed is because they're not consistent with it. All my businesses, whenever I started off right away, especially if I'm not spending a ton of money advertising it just to get the word out there, it starts off really slow. People don't know who the heck you are. People think you're just another random piece of garbage company or software or person. But eventually, once it takes off and everybody's talking about it, chitter-chattering, then you start to realize people want what you have, and they freely, openly refer people, and business just comes to you. Be that person, get that business, start today, write your business plan, what it is you want to create. And if you're stuck in that mode where 90% of the people are, well, I don't know what to create, Spend some time. Did you give yourself 30 days to figure out what it is you like, love, and enjoy in life that you want to start creating and building? I promise you probably didn't, but it won't even take you that long. The problem is you're waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect aha moment to say, oh my God, that's what's going to make it successful. BS. If you like teaching people how to get fit in the gym, start your YouTube channel. Don't worry about the blog. You can get that up later. Start your damn YouTube channel today, tomorrow. Don't know the name? Who cares? Start it off in your name, then change it. Do something. For Christ's sake, once you start doing and moving, momentum starts to take over, and eventually you start figuring out if this is for you, this path is or not. But along that way, you start learning things. Overnight success does not exist in my world. It may exist somewhere else, and you could probably learn it from somebody else. They may be asking you to pay them money to teach you how to do that. Anybody I've ever talked to, I know, who's ever spoke about success, they didn't make it overnight. Building a multi-million-dollar business, selling it off for billions, you're going to have to build it and put the right infrastructure in place. And then once you have that, along with the momentum, you can start selling it off. Everybody, stay tuned, paulshakurri.com. In this video, you're going to see in the description, you can click over and grab my free video. Currently, at the moment, I have a video all about emotions. How to guide your emotions to success. How can you take control of your everyday emotions, which control what you do, what you think. And I lay it all out, everything from A to Z in over an hour-long video, and it's yours free. All you got to do, click the link in the description and enter your information on that page, and you will get that free video series where I will actually send it to you automatically. Okay? Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. More videos just like this and a ton more coming to you. Love you all. God bless. Personal development is where it's at. Don't think overnight success. Let's go.